They're coming down.
They're coming down. So we'll talk about the monster blacks. We'll have an example here shortly. If you try to make this, if you have a seamstress that is willing to make this, make sure that someone who pay
you afterwards,
and not a good friend of yours, because they will not be at the end. There are entire websites dedicated to trying and making this uniform. It has a bajillion pieces. The instructions suck. And
Cosplay Sky.
Cosplay Sky is
That said,
the closest that you're going to find on the market that
for a reasonable price.
For a reasonable price.
But you need to specify some things with them. They sew the white turtleneck on as a collar, so then it doesn't lay right. You have to have that
Actually,
changed.
no, it will lay right. You just have to. They have on your flap. They have one snap at the top and one snap at the corner. You have to add one in the middle to make it lay right.
Oh, it's talking about the collar.
No,
The collar itself lays
the
fine.
collar itself will lay fine, but because the way the collar's attached, it makes things gap.
But they now also have the option where you can get just the jacket that lays it over thing.
But since they, by default, give you a white one, that's limited.
The shoulder strap. Actually, no, it comes.
Well, the
neck collar.
The neck,
yes.
The neck piece is by default white. So if you're not an OIC, a sergeant major, or general staff, you need to get your color.
Basically, like anything with Cosplay Sky, be incredibly specific. Talk to them. They will talk to you.
Add 2 inches.
At 2 inches.
Everything.
Excellent advice. They have some conversions that go on there that apparently 2 inches disappear.
2 inches is a big difference in here, as most of us know.
But so there are several places to get it. If you go through Cosplay Sky, it is a really good deal. Be very specific on what you want on your shoulder cord, on the collar color, shoulder strap. Even you can change the interior of the lining sometimes.
Yes. Cosplay Sky will make it pretty much however you want, with the exception of the collar, because the white collar is all they have.
Really?
Yes, that's all they have. But they'll change the internal flap color if you're wanting your MOS or BOS color changed on the inside of the flap. They will change that.
Ruh-roh.
No, it's just the door sticks on.
Here we go. Hence here it is. It's very light. Thank you. And as you can see, when you put it on, it does not always lay right. You add your extra strap. And I would recommend, just for the fact, the strap comes attached and sewn. It's usually just a quick small stitch, but I would recommend taking it off and getting your cog. They have a button sewed on, and they use it and sew it all the way through to attach it. Everybody's different. It makes, and that also helps it where it'll hang right as well. If you
One of the pain in the ass pieces.
yes. Mine's magnetic, so it adjusts. I put a magnet on my cog, so it'll adjust with you as you move around. Where with it being sewn or stuck on, it does not. Naturally, they will add it, or if you have the option for a shoulder cord for your BOS, they will add a button if you ask. It's just as easy. We all can sew at least a button. I know everybody can.
The piping, the gold piping, is gold for officers, red for warrant officers,
Here is gold all the
and
way
silver
around.
for enlisted.
And here again,
The strap is gold for colonel through general.
they will change the inside. This entire flap, they will change the inside of it to match if you request the BOS color. And as you can see, it's very light and it is attached, which has its advantages and its disadvantages. Naturally, it will always hang right. It will always be tight around your neck, and at that point, as long as you have the added snatch. But it's a pain in the butt to get on.
Yes.
Over your head.
Yes.
This here, like such. But overall, it lays fairly well. the clasp. You can, if you change them, I mean, you can change them, but according to the MFM, they are antique, as you would call it.
Shoulder strap closure. For senior officers, colonel through general, it's gold. For junior officers, second lieutenant through lieutenant colonel, it's white. For senior NCOs, through sergeant major, and warrant officers, it's red. For junior NCOs and enlisted privates through staff sergeant, it's gray.
This is why we said it's the most complex.
One more thing.
Shitload of rules.
When you order these uniforms from Cosplay Sky, this is your best friend. These right here. Because all the waistbands are elastic waistbands.
These are the pants.
No straps, no belt straps, no nothing.
I got one of them, my Class B's.
This becomes your best friend. Because
randomly.
These
ones don't. They
the proverbial verbiage, as we call it nowadays, getting pants down around your knees, very easy. You can do it on yourself. Just by walking.
So, any questions on the dress blacks?
There are some more information on the way the insignia is worn.
Because this one's the very, very complicated insignia.
The open anchor on it.
The gray. The insignia grade is up here.
Take it off.
Take it off. Well, I can do
No.
that anyway. No, I'm saying I can't. All right.
Yeah.
No one else is gonna do that.
Yeah, not many people do this, but these are very distinctive. They make them about 50 different ways. This one is, I guess, per the MFM, the way the color with a gold piping inlaid in the seam instead of, they will tend to wrap it around the outside and make it real wide. Looks really goofy. But the, as
Insignia and the SFMC insignia are going like that.
just like this, your rank on top of your SFMC insignia.
With the anchor is in. The anchor's
Your
always in.
anchor's always point fixture high.
Yeah.
So be the right line, the left.
Yes. For any uniform combination, anchors are always inboard, delta is up.
Com badge is worn. Now this has switched back and forth for the last several Marine Force manuals. So we're going with the most current, the 2010.
2012.
2012. Yeah. The most current. Ribbons are full size, worn on the left breast area. Above that is the com badge, a half an inch above, centered on ribbons.
We're falling apart.
I am falling apart. Okay, great. Distinctive items, like the aerospace wings. These are the branch distinctive items. They are worn centered on the right breast.
They used to stack them on top and then.
Yeah, oh, that's right. That's
That's
the change.
You had more than 2 ribbons. Either your ribbons were down by your kidney and you had stuff, or your
Yeah.
shoulders flying over your shoulder.
Other distinctive items, like the leadership badge, the John Sousa badge, are worn centered on the right breast as well. Underneath here, or the other. Shoulder cords worn on the left shoulder.
Which is odd and opposite of how we normally have it.
anything else.
It's more normal military wise.
Right.
Everything else is
But it-
factory. But,
Otherwise, you'd have a strap and a cord
Yeah.
both on the same side. That's weird.
dress gloves and belts are allowed.
And another thing, as I've said, with the exception of certain fixed items, magnets, earth magnets, but these things are your best friend. Because getting this straight while wearing it, not easy, especially with it being attached. You can't get your hands up in there, so it's great. I have a stick pin with a damn it, as we all, most of everybody knows, at the top. And then I have earth magnets on the bottom corner, so I can look at it in the mirror and adjust the swing of it so it lays right. It's just one of the little
Pro tip.
little tricks of the trade.
And as when you stab, the normal method of putting, it's impossible to do. You have to have somebody helping you while you're wearing it, because you won't get it straight.
And then as well as the cog on the back, as I said, it's magnetic. You can, I mean, these earth magnets work great. They hold on, but it also is a bit giving when you're moving around. Things that are sewn and attached tend to pull and tear and make things look fun.
We could probably talk about this particular uniform
Forever. So
Or do we have specific questions?
Any questions?
Again, if you're gonna make an order and you're not sure, hit us up. We'll help you spell it out to them exactly what you want for your position, your rank, your colors.
Yes, Chris.
What do you get?
The what? The cog?
Yeah.
I got mine from Starbase Atlanta.
Okay.
They keep several of the different pips from all the different areas, the different com badges, metal.
There's also a couple eBay stores, and I found one once on Amazon so far.
Okay.
So they're becoming more common again.
The one that's on the one I got is a really cheesy one that looks like it's got the army suit still on it.
Oh,
The button?
yeah. But
Any more questions?
okay.
That's why.
Mess Blast. The one that I actually was really happy about was a Star Trek uniform. They introduced an insurrection. A dress uniform that didn't suck. Because all the other next gen uniforms I thought for dress uniforms were god awful. Just horrible. But it goes back to kind of like a futuristic tuxedo style. And instead of, for the Marine side, we went with black because who wants to eat pasta wearing white? Gray is for officers up through flag rank. Black, the center closed part for enlisted, or any other Marine is authorized to wear black. So black covers your bases. You can move up to the gray if you're an O below flag rank, and then it turns white. And that actually,
Captain is also white.
white.
Captain or colonel.
Oh, that's right.
OICs are red.
Or white.
Did that change?
Actually, it says blouse color indicates rank of the Marine in the following manner. Enlisted E1 through E9 and warrant officer black, officer 01 through 07 are gray.
Yeah.
Which is
Brigadier.
What's the brigadier? 'Cause that's our
Okay.
weird, not
Officers
flag.
08 through 011 are white.
is white. Then they changed, they took, because captain and brigadier used to be included in the white.
Yeah, no.
Colonel.
Or colonel. I'll get it out in a minute.
I thought it was really nice.
There's an awful lot of colonels who are ship's captains.
Yeah.
Yes,
You go with skipper. It's a really nice uniform in that you. Where you go?
Is that a example of a cosplay sky dress?
It
uniform?
is, and they're pretty sharp.
It's not bad looking.
Again, this is one of those. They got the pants too. No belt loops at all.
They will
Your only
add,
option.
now they're giving an option. to
Yeah,
add
but
belt loops
for
if you want.
for this one, when you can do the suspenders and there's nothing, wear an undershirt so you don't foul up your uniform. With suspenders, and you're good to go. If you want pockets, be sure to tell them that when you order. Otherwise, you have absolutely nowhere to put anything like your coin or your money in this uniform.
This is also an unusual uniform in that there's no cover authorized to wear.
At all. No awards. I don't have them on here, but you would have a com badge on this side, and you would have your distinctive item on this side, like the wings. What do we got, Vanna?
Question about that, because when I read the manual, they did mention a female variant,
There is
But-
not.
but am I authorized to wear a skirt?
It's not in
You
the
would
manual,
be,
but I
yes.
would think it was awesome.
Yes, you would be.
And I would suggest that that be a long floor-length skirt, much like the military does their
More of a
best dress.
formal type situation.
This is a tuxedo stand-in, and that's what they actually modified it on when they were making the only good uniform for the prison uniform.
Not so much a question, but an idea. Are there any programs, you know those little square things that have all the gibberish inside and you can run your phone over them and it tells you what's on it? QR codes.
Sure.
Are there any programs for generating those?
Yes.
Because if there are, I have the idea of having your, essentially all the stuff that normally you want as fruit salad, and then just have a little patch right here, literally,
That's awesome.
on the inside. I mean,
Actually, one of the new things that's authorized in all dress uniforms is the honor sash, what are they calling it?
Yes.
It is a,
Awards cage? Yeah. It's an honor sash.
it's an 18-inch long piece of fabric, 4 inches wide, doubled over your belt, which would imply that you're wearing one. I have one. You're gonna have to catch it another way. But, you know, so you double it in half over your belt, or just double it in half in it, or magnets, whatever you do. And that gives you a place on all of your dress uniforms to put awards that are not SFMC issued. Like the region does our, Mikey's got some of the triangles, for region awards, or whatever your ship might have. And it's worn on the left side in line with your award case. In line with where your awards should be. The mesh blacks have no awards authorized for SFMC because they're trying to maintain a very clean look on the jacket itself. There had been talk about using miniature awards, but no one can make that actually happen. So the QR code would be awesome, I think, on that awards case.
just find a way to dress it up so it doesn't look like a freaking cue card code thing.
But it would be kind of cool.
Put it in plastic.
You know, on the later episodes of Space Above and Beyond, on the Navy uniforms, you could see that they had
Wow,
printed,
there's a Wayback Machine.
they had printed all their ribbons on a piece of what looked like stiff plastic cardstock, and so the whole ribbon rack was one piece
That's what I've kind
that
of
was attached to the
looking at
uniform.
options to try and do.
They were.
I've been looking at various ways to try and produce that. I haven't had a lot of success yet.